Do you remember that? Do you remember when you used to walk taller? When eye contact felt natural? When you wanted to lead instead of hide? Porn quietly stole that from you. And today, I'm going to show you how to take it back. Because look, brother, this isn't about guilt. This is about power. Back when I was deep in it, I didn't realize I was slowly trading my power for pixels. I thought I was just taking the edge off some stress. But every time I clicked, I was rewiring my brain to avoid challenge, to avoid presence, and chase instant gratification. Porn doesn't just affect your erections. It affects who you become when no one's watching. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand how porn doesn't just mess with your erection, it messes with your confidence, your focus, your drive, and your masculine energy. You'll learn exactly how it hijacks your brain chemistry and why that's been keeping you small, anxious, and second-guessing yourself. But most importantly, you'll know how to take your power back. At my worst, I remember feeling like a ghost. I'd scroll, release, and then hate myself for it. The gym didn't hit the same. Conversations felt awkward. And the moment I was around a woman I actually liked, boom, anxiety. I wasn't confident anymore. I was dependent. And that's the sick part. Porn tricks you into thinking you're in control, when in reality, you're outsourcing your masculinity to pixels. I was training myself to be passive, to sit, consume, and hide. Here's what's happened. Porn floods your brain with dopamine. Every click, every video, every new scene. Spike, spike, spike. But dopamine isn't just pleasure. It's motivation. When you burn through it on fake stimulation, you rob yourself the drive that builds real confidence. That's why after binging, you feel lazy, numb, and unmotivated. Your dopamine receptors are fried. They don't respond anymore to normal wins. You're no longer chasing achievements and growth. You're chasing escape. You're chasing the fastest way to avoid these emotions instead of rising up and dealing with them. I remember the day it clicked. I caught myself lying to a woman I really liked and I cared about, pretending that I was just not in the mood. Truth was, I was drained from already watching porn earlier that day. That moment cut me deep because I realized porn wasn't just stealing pleasure. It was stealing my integrity. So I made a decision. No more running. No more numbing. I was done being a spectator in my own life. The first few weeks, they sucked. Flatline, cravings, brain fog. I hit it all. I was like a little baby crying for my stimulation. But here's what surprised me. Underneath all that noise, my hunger started to come back. I started hitting the gym harder, speaking with conviction, and feeling that spark again. Even my posture changed. I wasn't hunched over my phone. I was walking like I meant it. Every day without porn, my brain was relearning what real accomplishment felt like. And that's when I realized confidence isn't built in front of a screen. It's built through building new habits, new rituals, through taking new actions. You see, when you quit porn, dopamine starts balancing out. But something else kicks in. Testosterone and oxytocin. Those chemicals fuel dominance, connection, and drive. Your brain goes from consume mode to create mode. You start looking people in the eye again. You speak slower, firmer. You stop apologizing for existing. That's real masculine energy. Not aggression, not ego, calm, grounded presence. And once you taste that, you'll never want to go back. Now, let's talk about what everyone's really scared to admit. performance. When you rewire, something wild happens. You stop overthinking. You start feeling. Your body actually trusts you again. You're not stuck in your head worrying if you'll stay hard. You're in your body, connected, leading the moment. And that's what women actually crave. Presence, not performance. Porn trains you to perform. Rewiring trains you to connect. That's the difference between insecurity and confidence. Confidence doesn't come from tricks or tactics. It comes from alignment, knowing your habits serve your mission. When you control your impulses, you control your destiny. When you master your dopamine, you master your direction. That's why I always say, this journey isn't about quitting porn. It's about becoming a man who doesn't need it. If this message hits home, it's because you know that you've been playing small. You feel it every time you close that tab and you think, I'll do better tomorrow. Brother, tomorrow starts now. If you're ready to rebuild your confidence, your drive, and your presence, you can grab my free ebook below. It's linked right beneath this video. Remember, you don't have a confidence problem. You have a conditioning problem. And once you rewire your brain, you'll never question your power again. Brother, if you have struggled in the past with porn-induced erectile dysfunction, I recommend this video right here to help you crush that for good. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you erect the thumbs up and you stimulate the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future conversations about men's health and personal growth. I'll see you in the next video. Much love.